Creep Tapes Season 2 Episode 3 Review. Peach Fuzz gets meta again as Episode 3 is essentially a haphazardly set up Saw parody. Mark, played by guest star Robert Longstreet, wakes up chained to another man, who is of course Peach Fuzz, in a dilapidated room and is forced to solve a series of puzzles. There are multiple surface level references to the original Saw here, if it's the body laying in the middle of the room, digging through someone's intestines for a key, or that the killer has been in the room with them the entire time. Something that isn't as surface level, however, is that this is actually the same room that was utilized for the original Saw movie. They actually got to film in that location for this episode. My favorite reference to Saw in the entire tape, however, is that Peach Fuzz was supposed to be going after a sinister doctor. However, he kidnapped his house sitter instead. I guess the Creep Tapes version of Dr. Gordon got out with both of his feet and also never became an accomplice in a future sequel. This does lend itself to a bigger point, however. The last two episodes saw Peach Fuzz allegedly making a ton of mistakes. I've been left wondering if these were really mistakes, so to say, or if he's doing all of this on purpose to make the tapes seem more exciting. I think he's operating under the assumption that if he's out of control a little, the tapes become less predictable, therefore more exciting. There were times in the first season especially where you knew exactly where an episode was heading based on the setup. Here, it actually feels like Peach Fuzz is having to course correct based on mistakes being made. Or should I say mistakes that he's making on purpose to add more twists and turns into the mix. That's my theory, considering how perfectly some things end up happening a little later on. I'm sure we'll break this down in a big ol' nasty deep dive video over on my deep dive channel, Jakey Retro, which you should subscribe to if you like deep dives and deep dish. I'm pretty sure I said this already in my last Creep Tapes review here, but man, Season 2 is already way better than Season 1 in my opinion. I am just loving all three of these episodes. Mark Duplass and Patrick Bryce have polished up this formula and have made it better than ever. I cannot wait to see where Season 3 goes the rest of this season, as well as a future Creep 3. How are you guys feeling about the Creep Tapes so far though? Let me know down in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.